My name's Matt.
And honeys, my name is Hans, international superstar, sex symbol, accordionist, homewrecker, Madonna fan.
Welcome. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you. What a thunderous applause that was. My gosh. The excitement, the enthusiasm.
Thank you so much for joining us.
My pleasure. Thank you for having me, honeys. What a wonderful new facility it is here at the Tutti.
Pretty cool.
Well,
Downtown Brighton.
To be honest, it's more of a temporary facilities because, our usual studios is being used for something different this week.
Yeah, so for this particular interview, we're trying out a different room, but I quite like it in here.
I'm enjoying it. I feel like it's more VIP, actually.
Yeah.
I'm happy that I haven't had to settle for, the usual slums that everybody else is in.
Well, it's good lighting up here. It's nice. It was
Beautiful.
Beautiful spring day. Good day for an interview.
I always like the good lighting, especially on radio.
Alrighty, should we start throwing some tricky questions at Hans?
Yeah. Uh-oh.
All
Here
right.
we go. Who's first? Michael.
Well, I noticed that what you're for those who can't see him, he's actually wearing this kind of some sort of full body purple spandex or something with the matching hat and shoes. I mean, funny. When I think of German, I thought they would often wear something like lederhosen. You ever thought about wearing those, or is it that too much of a stereotype?
I don't like to buy into stereotypes, darlings. I feel like a very unique individual. You are correct. But this particular outfit I am wearing right now was beautifully handcrafted for me by my mother, honeys. She is my manager, costume maker, sometimes chauffeur. She basically is the Kris Jenner of the cabaret world.
Oh, I
If
see.
you understand the reference.
Well-
She's like the Kardashian mom.
Yeah. Isn't it kind of hard to breathe when putting it on, though?
No, because I'm gloriously in shape, especially after this pandemic year. No. But look, I think normally when I'm on stage, it's got to catch the light. I want something with a bit of sparkles. I
Looking
will
too
say
hot.
though, you have to be careful. There's an occupational hazard. Chafing is involved sometimes. Sometimes I'm like 2 hams in Velcro.
You're not getting too hot with the heat lamps?
Sounds painful.
Sometimes it can get very hot. Sometimes it can get very hot. Yes, but with beauty there is often an element of pain.
Oh, yeah.
I find.
Oh, yeah.
You understand what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Jamesy baby.
Hey, Dougie, should we throw over a question from you?
Yeah, what was it?
All right, Dougie, you had a few questions.
You pre-prepared questions for me, Dougie.
Yeah.
You had one question about America's Got Talent.
Ah,
Yeah. Were you nervous in America's Got Talent?
I was very nervous indeed. So during the day, there's a lot to get done. They film a lot with you during the day. There's a lot of waiting around.
Been there, done that.
You've been there and done that, right?
Yes.
There's a lot of hurry up and wait.
Yes.
You know what
I've
I'm
never been
saying?
a Dougie.
So there's a lot of time to get nervous, and I remember you're around other contestants and they're nervous, so sometimes
Yeah.
that's making
Yeah.
you more nervous. But you know what it's like, you understand. When you get on stage, something takes over, and you just kind of block everything out, and it's like you're in a twilight zone, isn't it?
Yeah.
It just,
Yeah.
you go for it.
Yeah.
We were watching some footage of it the other day, and it looked absolutely spectacular.
Which one did you watch?
All I remember was there was lots of pink balloons and...
Oh, bang bang into the room.
Yeah, that one,
Bang bang. That was very fun. That one. That's probably that one might be my favorite one. I think there was also one that we did to a Spice Girls song, and one of the Spice Girls was one of the judges. Scary Spice.
Oh, God.
Wow.
So that was fun. I liked that. That was good.
Cool.
What was the other one, Matt?
Oh, you want to ask another one? All right. You also had a question about maybe school.
Where did you go to school?
That is the Adelaide question.
yeah.
Let me tell you something about living in this city. I've learned you're going to be asked, what school did you go to? For the rest of your life. It's true.
Yeah.
As you know, Dougie, I am here from a place called Berlin. It's a city in a lovely country called Germany. But I'm here on an extended student exchange program, Dougie. I did spend a few years at the wonderful school called Marriotteville High School. Have you heard of it? It's in Kensington Road, here in Adelaide. It's Has a
Marion
big
High School, yes.
Marriotteville, not Marion High. Oh my gosh, what do you think I am, Ducky? My God, Marion. No, it's called Marriotteville,
Yep.
and it specializes in music.
Yep.
So I went there and, worked them up for a few years.
All right, should we throw over to Megan?
Yep.
Have you tried the German beefsteak cake?
Oh my
in
God.
Handel?
I've been in Stingham.
I have.
Honey, I love a bee sting cake. I do love it up in Handorf. Have you been there, Megan?
That's where my parents used to live.
Really? Your parents used to live in Handorf? The
Yeah.
German, beautiful town of Handorf. You know what? I do love it up in Handorf. There's a lot of great bakeries, so as you
Yeah.
mentioned, Megan. I will say, though, Megan, something I've learned about Handorf. There are a few fake Germans, and nothing annoys me more than, people pretending to be something they're not. It drives me insane. When you look at me, you get honesty, Real fake lashes, real fake tan, real fake German accent. I'm real. I'm like Jenny from the block.
Great question, Megan.
Great question.
Hey, James, did you want to throw over the
Okay,
Just remember, nice and...
what to say? I can't understand Mum's writing.
So you
Mum's
had one...
writing
Oh.
or you're writing?
My mum's writing. So H-I-N-S.
Hans. Yes.
Oh, that's your name. Sorry.
That's me. Yes.
When did you start singing?
When did I start singing? Some will argue that I haven't started singing.
You never sing a song. Okay.
You want me to sing a song for you now? Oh my God, James, you embarrass me, please.
Well, you have sing.
Look, I started performing from a very, very young age. I do remember when I was about 3 years old, my grandparents used to run a hotel, and I would often get up and sing a lovely, lovely song, actually by an Australian woman. It's one of this country's most brightest minds. Her name is Kylie Minogue. Do you know? Have you heard of her before?
Yeah.
She used to have a song called The Locomotion. And when I was 3 years old, everybody's doing a brand new dance now.
Yeah, I
Come
heard,
on.
yeah.
You know what, James?
Yeah.
Come on, baby, do
Do the twist.
locomotion. Close enough. Near enough is good enough. Yes, so about 3 years old is when I started. And I haven't stopped since. My life is practically musical. Sometimes I feel like I'm living in the sound of music. It's true. Have you seen that movie?
What's that one?
The Sound of Music?
Oh yeah.
Oh my God, please. We could do a whole interview on that movie. I love the sound of music. Michael doesn't look too thrilled to hear this.
What's your favourite tune from the Sound of
Oh my
Music?
God, don't even. That's like choosing a favorite child. When I was growing up, it was always high on a hill was a lonely goat. But, as you grow up, you relate to different parts of the movie. I do like when the captain and Maria von Trapp have their first dance together at the party.
yeah.
Very romantic. I do love Edelweiss though, let's be honest.
Oh, yeah, I had that
mean,
song going in my head.
God.
We've got a singer in one of our other groups that absolutely loves Edelweiss.
She does Edelweiss.
Oh,
He
God.
does
She,
Edelweiss.
she just really wants to do it in our singing group, so maybe we should bring her in.
Listen, I think you could do a whole hour just with that song. I think.
Oh, beautiful movie. All right, should we move on?
Yeah.
Who's got another question?
Hit
Michael?
me, Michael.
Yeah, I've been told that you would most of the times you would try to do parodies of other artists. I mean, in a way, I don't think we had an artist like that since Weird Al Yankovic, and we've been playing a couple of Weird Al Yankovics over the course of Radio Tutti recently.
Yes.
So, I have two questions. Is that do you actually consider yourself to be the next Weird Al, and if so, do you actually have to get permission from other artists if you're going to parody some of their work?
Well, Michael, I'd like to say I do love Weird Al Yankovic. I love when he does a big medley of songs, a polka medley. I don't consider myself the next weird Al Yankovic. I consider myself the first ever Hans, honey. And that is my advice to all of you. Don't be a rip-off version of somebody else. We don't need another Danny Minogue, okay? That's what I say. Be a Kylie, all right?
You have to
That's
pay
my-
them to copyright them, you know.
You what?
You have to pay them to copyright
Do I have to pay them? Probably, but I have not done that. I'm glad it's now on the record. I think what I'm doing for a lot of people is actually improving their songs, though. So maybe they should be paying me. Don't you agree? I think so.
I think so.
Never thought of that, to be honest.
Well, it's a business plan that I'm willing to roll that. You know, it's been a very tough year, so I've got to think of new ways to make money. And I think improving people's songs and then charging them for it is the way to go.
Solid business plan. I like it.
Absolutely, honey.
Hey, Dougie, should we throw over to another one of yours?
Yeah. I saw you on the news a few weeks ago with
Yes.
the people.
Was it being arrested?
No, coming back from Adelaide.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. How was it meeting those people coming back from home?
So this was at the Adelaide airport, and it was the day after they just opened the borders to New
Correct.
South Wales. So
Correct.
it meant a lot of people could come back who haven't been here all
Yeah.
year. And I have to say, it was very exciting for a lot of people. It was also very emotional. I met a lot of people who... there was one man who had driven all the way from the Clare Valley who hadn't met his grandchild yet.
Oh, no.
So they were meeting for the first time at the airport. There were a lot of families that were being reunited. It was a little bit like, have you ever seen the movie Love Actually?
Yeah.
It was like
Yeah.
Love Actually
Yeah.
meets the fall of the Berlin Wall. That's what
wow.
I think.
Wow.
It was a
With,
bit
with
like
the
that.
billionaire.
It was a very beautiful day. It was very exciting for a lot of people. I think it's been a very tough year for a lot of people.
You
With the internet too.
You can say that again because it has been a tough year with COVID and
Correct.
over
Correct.
that. Like, a lot of people couldn't perform. They could not. They could not perform. They could not.
Oh, honey, tell
They
me.
could not have money. No.
Yes, yes.
Well,
I
Hollywood-
sympathise with that. Let
Well,
me tell you,
Hollywood broke down right now.
most of my shows this year were either in America or on cruise ships. Two places.
Well, Hollywood
Not the big-
Hollywood broke down right now.
Hollywood's closed down. Everyone's closed down. The good thing about it, though, Dougie, James, Megan, Michael,
yeah.
Matt, darling, I think of it like this. I am performing this year just as many shows as Beyonce. So I finally made it,
The
honey.
great equalizer.
Exactly. Exactly.
Excellent. Great question, Dougie.
Excellent.
Should we throw over to Megan?
What was the?
So you had some questions about show business.
Oh yes. How long did? No. How did you get into show business?
That is a very good question, Megan, and I'm going to answer it as truthfully as I can because it is a little bit painful for me. But I've mentioned my mother before. Some will say she was a stage mother as well. She pushed me. She pushed and pushed and pushed. She was a little bit like the movie I, Tonya, I think. If you've ever seen that, you'll understand the reference. But basically, she kind of bullied me into it, darlings. But she always said, "You'll thank me one day," and I hate to say it, but she was right. The day has arrived. I will thank her now. Worth it in the end. The tears were worth it. And now, you know, I'm so famous that I can slag her off on the ABC and nothing she can do about it. She'll find out after the fact. It'll be great.
But did you find many personal barriers getting into show business?
Well, you know what? It is a very tough industry. It is a very, very tough industry. What I would say is it's a little bit like my dating life. You just have to accept every gig that you get. And eventually you'll find one that you want to, stick around with for a little while. But you do have to do a few things that sometimes you don't want to.
Yeah. Classic show business.
Oh no, I meant my dating.
All right. Mr. James.
James, honey.
That one is
Another question courtesy from your mum. I love it.
oh no, this is mum's handwriting.
Oh, this is her handwriting, but your idea. That's
When did you? Oh, so that's the one. where you from? You're Adelaide, right?
This is a very hateful rumor that has been spread, James. But I understand why it happens, darlings. I am from a place called Berlin. I know that people in Adelaide want to claim me as their own, but this is a very Australian thing to do. You know, Russell Crowe, they always say he's from Australia. He's not. He's from New Zealand. You know,
Yeah, I know that.
Australians, the minute somebody becomes a star, they want them for themselves. A lot of people in Australia a few years ago didn't want anything to do with me, you know, and now they're like, oh yes, Hans, he's one of us. I'm basically, James, I am the Pavlova of 2020, you know. Everybody
Well,
wants a
Pavlova's
piece.
not from Australia.
Exactly, that's my
Holy
point.
dooly.
But it's from New Zealand, again.
Yeah, tell me about it. My mom is a real whiz at making pavlova, and she was born in Malaysia.
Really? Is it a Malaysian dish? I don't know.
Possibly.
I'm also detecting, Michael, a little bit of an accent on you. What is your background, honey?
Well, I may be I am Australian, but I just got this accent from watching many cartoons throughout my childhood. Most of them produced in America, of course.
This was what happens as well. Sometimes people accuse me of faking this accent. It's not. Megan, I know you're looking at me with an air of suspicion. This is how I talk. I can't help it, darlings. It's not something that I've put on. It's something that nature has given me. It's a beautiful fake German accent.
Just let you know, I like that the cake we were talking about, the sand.
Pavlova.
Yeah, but I don't like it with fruit.
You don't like a fruit pavlova?
I just like with chocolate on top.
Oh my god, the full diabetes effect, darling. Yes, I love it.
And me personally, I don't mind fruit in it as long as it's banana or something.
Oh, I love it. I like a pavlova with a lot of berries on there. A little bit of a raspberry,
Some cream.
cream, passion fruit
Yeah.
from the tin. You know, that's okay.
I'm very
All
healthy.
right.
Some food I don't eat. Some food I'm allergic to.
That's true. Some foods I could probably eat less of, like pavlovas.
Oh, you should hear some of the crazy foods that James has been cooking up.
What have you been cooking?
Well, making pasta with,
You make your own pasta.
yeah, with tea and coffee and other
What? What?
But flavoured.
Oh, honey. San Remo better get onto that, baby.
I got my own YouTube account. I got my own videos I
You got
recorded.
YouTube? You online cooking?
You make
All right, I'm
Yes.
gonna have to watch. What's your YouTube account?
I was James Kurtz.
You James Cooks.
Guts.
Okay, use this as a promo opportunity.
You can
That's
give
what
me,
I say.
you can give me your contact and I'll send it to you.
Okay, I'm Accordion Hans. We can follow each other.
Excellent. So you're on all the socials?
I'm on the socials. I'm on the YouTube. I'm on the Instagram. I'm on the Facebook. I'm on the Twitter. I'm on the Snapchat.
Oh, the
Tinder.
whole
I'm
shebang.
on everything. You can find me wherever you want me, babe.
Excellent.
Do
All
you
right.
like live chat or something?
Live chat.
All right. Have we got any more questions that we want to
I
throw?
do.
Megan's got one. Yeah.
Megan.
Have you done any art in your spare time?
Visual art.
Yes.
Megan, it pains me to say this, but the visual arts medium is the one thing that I cannot do. I know you look at me like I'm some sort of demigod. You must think that I'm perfect at everything. But no, I'm not ashamed to admit that visual art is somewhere I struggle, darling. Are you a visual artist?
Yes.
Oh, honey, maybe I'll have to pose for you one day.
Okay.
Like that.
I'm on Instagram.
You're on Instagram as well? Oh my god, everybody
I'm
here
a
is on the...
computer artist.
You are a computer
computer
artist.
Yeah.
Of course you are. Of course you are, James.
All right. We'll throw over to Michael.
Michael.
Well, I've noticed I mentioned a bit of Weird Al in this interview, but you know, with your appearance, I assumed you must have gotten influenced by other legendary artists like, say, Freddie Mercury or Elton John. You know those two?
I've heard of them. I have heard of them. I'm obviously very young, so I've had to research them myself. You know, many people have inspired my fashion. Bette Midler, Liza Minnelli, Madonna. That's for the midnight show. This though, you know, I think what it is, when it comes to fashion, you can take a lot of influences from people and make it your own. That's what I try to do. Put
Oh,
it
I
all in
hear
a
that.
blender and then do something original.
Oh, I hear that.
Yes,
Something
I
like
can
to do with
tell.
my art.
Yeah.
So you've been on the TV chats, sorry. So,
I have, yes. On the sunrise, on the news breakfast, yes.
one in America too, with
Oh, in America, yeah, you watched that one? You've been
which
watching a
one that?
lot. You've done your research. This is a very well researched interview. Most times I go.
Jerry
to things-
Springer or something.
Do I what?
Jerry Springer. Jerry.
I haven't been on Jerry Springer. I should
Oh,
probably be on that.
That'd be
Yeah.
incredible. Imagine getting on Jerry Springer.
I wonder what would the topic be. My
Hard
topic
to
be.
say. All right, Dougie, should we finish off maybe on one of your questions?
Yeah, what was it?
You got getting in trouble at school.
Oh my God.
Oh, yeah. Did
Instrument.
you ever get in trouble at school?
Did I ever get into trouble at school?
When
Doug?
you were younger, maybe.
What is it that about me that you think I would be some sort of troublemaker? No, I was very. You know what? I'm still friends with a lot of my school teachers, and they still come to my shows. So I maybe I got into a little bit of trouble, but nothing too full on. Probably I was very late at handing up assignments. That's not good.
When I was at school, I was a very good student.
Yes.
Yeah.
Very, very good. I'm telling you that I did my homework every night.
Did you?
Yes, I did what I was told, and then yeah.
I procrastinated a lot. I'm off with the fairies a little bit. Literally, some days. Yeah.
And I think, Doug, you also had a question about instruments.
Oh.
Yeah, what instruments do you play?
Well, obviously piano accordion, which I didn't bring today. I should have brought it for a bit of a finale. But also the piano. That's about it. The kazoo, I can play that.
I've got a squeeze box in like C major.
Do you?
Yeah.
Oh, honey.
Would that work for a finale?
I can do something. Of course, he's got a squeeze box.
Well, then
Matt, baby, he's bringing it out.
Wait, Matt, you actually got an accordion?
You know what? Oh God! Oh, it's like that. One of those.
Oh,
Oh, I don't really know how to do this sort of thing. Okay. Oh my God.
So it's just in C. So one side C and the other's G.
Okay, I don't really know how to play this sort of thing.
Me
Okay.
either.
Well, should we make this the finale and we'll thank Hans for joining us.
Oh.
Thank you so much, Hans, for your...
Radio Tutti, long live Radio Tutti. Thank you for having me. Danke schön, baby.
welcome.
Thank you very much for
Danke.
joining us, Hans. It's been a pleasure.
I know.
And yeah, we will I guess see you around. Do you have any shows coming up that you want to spruik or
No,
it's
it's a
COVID time?
pandemic.
Yeah,
Thanks
it's
a lot for
pandemic.
reminding me, though, that my career's over. But thank you, Matt.
Excellent. My name's Matt and we've been joined by
Mike Yasneed.
Megan.
James Kurtz.
Dougie.
And Hans, international superstar. Danke schön for joining us here, Radio Tutti. Fabulous.
great work, everyone. That was sick.
Thank you.
Cool. Killed
Fun.
it, guys. That was fun. Thanks
Loved
again,
it.
and yeah,
Easy, right?
too easy.
Yeah.
Now I know we had to get some